Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Eejah. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to use this opportunity again to thank you guys for sticking by in my journey all through. And for you all that are new to my channel, I would love and appreciate you guys to hit on the subscribe button, as that would really help me grow. So today's video is going to be a poetry review video. I posted a poem last Sunday and today I'm going to review the poem. Before I proceed to reviewing this poetry, I'd like to ask you guys to watch the poem first before coming back to watch this video as usual, because it will all make sense. The link is going to be in the description box. Just hit it. I am right here waiting for you. If you're done with that one, just come back and watch this one. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Title of my poem is The Guardian Angel. It is inspired by something that I would say a good number of humans have really experienced. Now, this poem is really going to be very hard for me to put into words and explain it to you guys in order for you guys to understand the angle at which I'm coming from, but I'm gonna try as much as possible to explain it to you guys. Now, as children growing up, you find out that we are filled with this energy in ourselves that we can do whatever we want to do. Whatever we put our heads into, we can do it. We're filled with this positive energy that makes us feel like we can. And most of the times we believe that we can do it, and there is this voice in our heads that is telling us that we can, we can go over the fence if we want to, we can climb on the mango tree if we want to, we can do whatever we want. The moment we want to do it, we just do it. The moment you start getting older and then you start bringing yourself forth to the world will make you know that you are not actually good enough, or there are so many people that are better than you, or you can never do these things. And so many people will try to inject this feeling inside your heart that you cannot do these. As you go older, you are faced with so many disappointments, challenges, you're faced with problems, you're faced with hatred and so many other things. And one thing is for sure, that the more you hear something, the more you start to believe it. The more the world tells you that you can do it, the more you start to believe it. And then the voice that was in your head while you were a child, it begins to sink deeper, and then you no longer believe that you can anymore, and you start to doubt yourself. You start to just not believe in yourself anymore, because the world has turned that feeling, and you're like taking a whole 180-degree turn to not believing in yourself anymore. That inspired me to write this poem. First of all, you have to understand that with growth comes disappointment and failures and so many other things, challenges, problems. You're going to encounter a lot. You're going to want people to offer you certain opportunities, but you're not going to get them because they have their own reasons. They might not just like you. They might feel like truly your work is not good enough. They might feel like you're not up to the task, and they would just reject you. It's all right. We don't have to be harsh on ourselves when people don't choose us, because what is ours would always find its way to us. And I understand that it's very hard to ask anybody to try and be positive, even though the world is fueling them with so much negativity. But I would never stop saying this. If the world fills you with so much negativity and you fill yourself with so much negativity, what would come out of you? You're completely going to die inside. I wrote this poem in order to tell you that you don't have to wait for a whole year to come by before you change a version of you into a new person. A new day can mean a new you. A new day can come with so much other opportunities. I try to imagine what it will be like if we all live in one moment and we don't get to have a new day, or we don't get to live in different days. What it would be like if you would live in one moment forever and ever. I feel like certain decisions that we make in the past will continue to haunt us. Certain things we did will continue to regret forever and ever. But because we get to live in different days, we get to see a new day, we get to see a new opportunity, and we get to be happy. We get to look at ourselves in the mirror and we get to appreciate ourselves. If the world doesn't appreciate you, you have to appreciate yourself, because that's the only way you can continue to inspire yourself to grow. The world is not fair to anyone. So many things that are happening to so many people, trust me, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve such bad things that are happening to them. But the world is an unfair world. The world happens. Life happens, and if you cannot push yourself, you're waiting for the world to push you, then I'm sorry, you're just going to remain in one place forever and ever. So I mean, the world will tell you whatever it has to tell you. It's left for you to know if you can take that in or not. That the child energy in us that tells us that we can do it is going to vanish with time. It doesn't mean that you should completely kill that energy. You can actually revive it. You can actually tell yourself that you can. You can appreciate yourself. You can look back at what you did and you can just forget about the past. Life is hard. You are not a child anymore. Life is going to disappoint you. You're going to go through so much challenges. You're going to fail numerous times in your life. But you have to get up. You have to recognize that a new day is a new chance for you to try. A new day is a new opportunity for you to keep going and never call the ground your home. Never at all just sit there and not do anything. A new day comes with so much. And I hope that every one of us learn to embrace ourselves every day. A year doesn't have to pass before we try to change certain things that we do, before we try to develop ourselves. A day can mean change for us. A day can mean opportunities for us. A day can mean development for us. A day can mean you looking up to the mirror and telling yourself that you can do it. And this is another day to try. This is another day to be better. This is another day to go down this lane again and again and again until you get to where you want to be. So this poem is meant to make you guys see an opportunity and see a new day as a gift. You don't have to wait up until a year passes before you try or make any effort to develop yourself or change yourself into a better version of yourself. That can happen as the days go by. That can happen because you saw a new day. A new day should be a gift where you look at the past and leave the past in the past, where you let your regrets live in the past, where you embrace a new version of yourself and you embrace becoming better and better whenever you see the sun rise. So when the sun rises next time, look up to the sun and fill yourself with all the positive things you need to hear. Remember, the world is the scarred one, not you. I mean, it's quite understandable that the child does not understand the ways of the world, and that is why they feel like they can do anything. But of course, we know that that spirit dies with time, but then we need to revive a little bit of it, and we need to keep ourselves going with that kind of spirit of I can do it, of telling ourselves that I can do it even when the world tells us that we can, of trying to reduce how much we let the words of the world get into us, because at times we just let those words just get into us and fill us up, and one by one we are chained. You know, when the world tells us that we can't do it, we are not good enough, we are not up to the task. Like each word is caging us, we're being chained by each word. When we don't do anything at all, we have completely believed the words of the world. We have completely believed that we are not good enough, we cannot do it anymore. And now each word has chained us, each word has caged us, and now we find ourselves not even trying. And at this point, we have completely given up on ourselves, and we don't even want to do, because we have believed that we cannot do it anymore, which is pathetic. I'm very sorry, but this is pathetic, because I know at one point or the other we're gonna feel down, or we're gonna feel like we need a break, we don't want to do it anymore, but it doesn't mean that we need to be on that break forever. You need to continue. Even when it hurts to continue, you need to continue, and you need to fill yourself with this energy of a child, telling yourself that you can do it, telling yourself that whatever you set your mind into, you can do it. It's so much more harder at this point, because as a child, the world does not tell you that you can't do it. But as an adult, the world will tell you, will fill you with so much disappointments and so much challenges that you begin to feel that you cannot do it. But now it becomes more important for you to fill yourself with that kind of child energy. This energy is going to keep you going. Things like this are easier said than done. It's easier for me to just come up here and tell you guys that don't let whatever the world tells you get into you. Don't do this and don't do that. I know it's easier said than done, but then we need to try. I'm not saying that it's going to be easy. I'm not saying that you can just do it without merely trying, but sometimes it's hard. Will continue to be hard. As long as you live, life is going to be hard. There are going to be challenges and there are going to be problems, and there are times that you just want to give up. But I'm just saying that rest if you need to rest, take a break if you need to take a break. But just remember that you can do it. You can also do it. Just try to revive the spirit of positivity and try to tell yourself every day that you can do it. And whenever you wake up in the morning, smile. Just look at yourself in the mirror and recount all the things that you've done. Recount that I did this because of me, this happened. I did this and I did this. Smile and tell yourself that I'm gonna keep going. Even if the world does not want me to, I will keep going. And the world is scarred, not me. Before I end this video, I want to tell you guys something. I have decided to rate each of my poem. You know, after every poetry review video, I will rate my poem on a scale of 1 to 10 and see where it lies. I'd like to rate this poem like a 7 out of 10 because it's inspired by something that a lot of human beings have went through at one point in their life. It's more of a realistic poem and it's something that a lot of people need to hear. I would love for you guys to rate this poem for me in the comment section. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I will see you in my next one. Bye.